Hello and a warm welcome to each and every one of you. You're watching Simply Finance Quiz brought to you by Tata Mutual Fund. Here today on CNN-IBN. You're with me, Pick Brain, your quiz master, as we bring to you this new concept created by Tata Mutual Fund for Young India. We are with three wonderful teams, one of whom will go into the national final. Let's begin by taking a look at who they are. On my far left, qualifying here today as our first finalist, are ICAI Delhi, representing them, Ravinder and Theo Thomas. Welcome to the two of you. As we cut across to our next finalist here today, IIT from Varanasi, IIT BHU, the Banaras Hindu University team. Representing them, Ashwini Sahai and Deepak Kumar. Welcome to you guys. And from right down south, from the city of Coimbatore, qualifying our ICAI, representing them, Karthik and Sanjay. Welcome to you too. For now, we'll pick action on the first frontier of this battle, with Professor Simply Simple in action, Easy Invest, coming up now. On the first frontier, we will pose one question to each team. A right answer will earn you 100 points. The passing sequence clockwise will pick action, with the first one coming up for you, ICAI Delhi. Your question. Peter Lynch famously coined the term multi-bagger. It has its origins in baseball. What is this in the world of finance derived from the world of sport? A multi-bagger.
Okay,
Multi-bagger.
This is investing in stocks of different sectors.
It's investing in stocks of different sectors. So multi-bagger is multiple bags. Passing you. IIT BHU.
It is how much more you are bagging from your investment. Like if you are bagging 10 times more, so it is a 10 bagger or something like that.
It's like the number of times you bag on the investment.
Oh, like in baseball.
Yeah.
Number
Yes.
of times that you bag
Yeah.
it tells you whether it's 10 times or 5 times.
Yeah.
IIT BHU, first 100 points. Moving on to our second question here today, IIT BHU, question to you. Way back in 1875 in India, when the Bombay Stock Exchange started, there were 318 members. How much were they asked to contribute to start the exchange?
We'll go with 1 Anna.
1 Anna.
Yeah.
Passing you. Passing you to ICAI.
We'll go with 100 rupees.
100 rupees. Across to ICAI Delhi.
It was a token amount of 1 rupee.
It was a token amount of 1 rupee. The Bombay Stock Exchange was started with 318 rupees.
Yes.
Fantastic. Fantastic. We'll get them a 100-pointer for a 1 rupee. Final question in this round to you guys. ICAI Coimbatore, your direct question. This company was formed to build telegraph lines. And they also have the credit for creating the first inter-Atlantic telegraph connectivity in 1861. Much later, when telegraph was not the focus, the lines came handy. And this company became huge in the world for a concept they brought in. Which company is this and what's the concept? Passing you from Coimbatore, can I? Across on the other side, Delhi again.
This is Western Union and the answer is money transfer.
Oh, Western Union was a company that brought about telegraph lines. And the same telegraph lines later came handy to provide money transfers. Super. Very good answer. 100 points to you. Western Union money transfer. For the moment, let's take a look at who stands where on the net asset value scale. Here it comes. With nothing as yet, our ICAI from Coimbatore. With 100, our IIT BHU. But leading the fray, early days yet, with 200, are the two budding chartered accountants from Delhi with 200. We take action on the second frontier of our battle here today where teams will play each other on a set of visuals. Time for pure equity. Here it comes. Going across and starting with you, Coimbatore. Here's a question on your screen now. This is a 60 rupee coin created to commemorate something. What specific commemoration is this? 1952 to 2012 in India. A 60 rupee coin.
This is to commemorate the Planning Commission, formation of the Planning Commission.
60 years of the Planning Commission. Passing you.
This is 60 years of India Mint.
This is 60 years of India Mint.
Yeah, Mint
Mint
House,
of India.
1952 to 2012, and that's the logo of the Mint over there.
That's the logo of the Mint.
Yeah, Mint House.
ITBHU, 100 to you. Well, teams are playing the game well. That specifically, of course, is the Alipur Mint. But we'll give you a 100-pointer on that. And a question to follow up on the Mint question. These were one of the early days when, very similar to Professor Simply Simple, the objective was to teach finance through engaging stories. This was a play that taught people how to be careful while essentially borrowing money. What is this great play that taught finance in a sense?
Merchant of Venice.
Merchant of Venice.
Yeah.
William Shakespeare.
William Shakespeare.
Shylock was over there, and then
Shylock was created as a character to teach people on high lending rates of interest.
Yes.
Excellent. Very, very good answer. From the Merchant of Venice to William Shakespeare to Professor Simply Simple, finance is simple. 100 though to IIT BHU. Good answer. Here's the next one coming. Question to the Delhi team. On your screen, here it comes. A Fistful of Rice is a fantastic book which speaks about what?
This is about the SKS microfinance, the lending of credit to farmers, basically.
A Fistful of Rice.
Yes.
It's a book about SKS microfinance. Extraordinary answer. Good 100 points. A tough semi-final unfolding here today. For the past couple of weeks, we watched teams battle, and somewhere along this time, teams tend to run away with the quiz when the buzzer comes into play. This quiz is emerging out a little differently. Two teams on 300 apiece. The battle looks tense. As we move on to the phase of the buzzers, coming up now on your screen, the next frontier of our battle here today, from the world of mutual funds, Tata Mutual. Question 1. These are funds that replicate the portfolio of a particular index, such as...
This is index fund.
These are called index funds. These are funds which replicate portfolios of particular indexes, such as the Bombay Stock Exchange Sensitive Index or the Nifty 50. 100 to you. Clever risk. They took a quick risk on index funds, and Delhi will get 100. Question number 2, teams on the buzzer. The Amphi Mutual Fund Performance Index seeks to track the performance of mutual funds across various categories. Which leading rating agency have they tied up with for this purpose? Coimbatore have gone for it.
CRISIL.
Is correct. 100 to you on CRISIL. Good answer. Question number 3. Which of these is a fund from Tata Mutual? The Young Citizens Fund or Smart Kids Plan?
Young Citizens Fund.
Delhi are doing well. They've come prepared. They've done their homework here today as we go to the final question on this round. A specific government body regulates and monitors mutual funds in India. Coimbatore are giving it a shot.
SEBI.
Is correct. Wow. That was deep thought for a simple answer. 100 to you. The quiz is slowly beginning to build up because Coimbatore have got 200. At this point in time, it's really neck and neck between ICAI Delhi and IIT BHU. But we'll show you where the teams stand on the other side of this break. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're watching the third national semi-final of Simply Finance Quiz, created by Tata Mutual Fund. Before we move any further, let's take a look at where the teams stand with their net asset values. On 200 are ICAI from Coimbatore. On 300 are the team from IIT BHU. And on 500, and leading this quiz, ICAI Delhi. We pick action on the next frontier, which will tell us how the teams will move forward from here. Time to play the floater. On the first question out of 4, 60 seconds of time, starting now. Originated from an Anglo-Norman French term of the late 15th century, meaning portion or share. IIT BHU have gone for it.
Dividend.
Dividend is a word means portion or share from an Anglo-French term. 150 to you. Time on your screen on the next one, starting now. It is a term that is used to describe a situation when a financial sponsor gains control of a majority of a target company's equity through the use of borrowed money or debt. Delhi.
Leveraged buyout.
A leveraged buyout is a situation when you don't have the money, but you leverage and buy. This team is playing well. Delhi will get a 150. Put your hands together for them. As we move on to the next one, teams on the buzzer. Time starting now. It's a term that is given to a bond denominated in Chinese yuan issued in Hong Kong. Huge risks from Delhi now.
Dim sum.
Dim sum. Sometimes in life, nothing goes wrong. It's one of those days for Delhi. Beautiful. Beautiful quizzing. 100 again, 150 again on a dim sum bond. As we go to the final one, coming up on your screen now. Mr. Dash was the name of an imaginary investor devised by Benjamin Graham in the book The Intelligent Investor, who gets driven by panic, euphoria, and apathy instead of technical analysis. Appropriately, he called the character Dash.
Mr. Chicken.
Mr. Chicken.
Yes.
Will give you a minus 100. At 30 seconds, the key letters will come up on your screen as it does now. They got to take their chances. Is IIT BHU? Go ahead.
Rabbit.
Mr.
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Yeah.
R-A-B-B-I-T.
Yes.
Well, minus 100 to you as well. The answer is a very simple Mr. Market. The market reacts with panic. The market sometimes, without analyzing the facts and numbers, does react and creates a situation. At this stage, it seems quite improbable for us to predict who will go into the national final from here. On 350 are IIT BHU, but leading this quiz with a comfortable 700 are ICAI from Delhi. But IIT BHU are not out of the race because 700 is a lot at stake. It's time for us to play dividend yield. Here it comes. This normally refers to increase in the amount of money in circulation. It is
Inflation.
100 to you. Reading the drift very quickly and pressing the buzzer before I complete, yet getting it right, 100 points to IIT BHU. Question number 2. This is a new index created by The Economist. It gives evidence-based insight into unrests.
This is the Big Mac index.
Minus 100 to you. The only thing that you did not want to do was to take a negative, and they've done just that. The index is interestingly called the Shoe Throwers Index. Question number 3. As a nation, the first person in India after independence to appear on coins of independent India was who?
Mahatma Gandhi.
Minus 100 to you. Minus 100 to you on that. The first person to appear on the coins of India was the first Prime Minister, Pandit Nehru. Question number 4, teams on the buzzer. From the world of expansions or terms and terminologies in finance, what is the full form of NEFT? Coimbatore on the buzzer in a flash.
National Electronic Funds Transfer.
We'll give you 100 points. They will negate the one that they missed out on as we move on to the next question. This term, widely used in the world of finance, actually comes from an English root word for fasten. It also means
Bond.
It's bond.
bond.
Yeah.
The word bond comes from fasten together.
Bond.
To bond together.
Yes.
Fantastic. IIT BHU are not giving up here today. IIT BHU on 550, just ahead of them on 600, ICAI Delhi. The final question will determine whether it's going to be Delhi or Varanasi in the national final. Question to you. What profit is equal to the quantity output multiplied by the difference between the average total cost and the price? It's called the dash profit. No loss, no gain. They had to go for it, is IIT BHU. The dash profit. Go ahead.
An operating profit.
An operating profit. IIT will crash out on that answer. What I was describing is an economic profit. The young chartered accountants in the making from Delhi will represent the chartered accountant fraternity at the national final of this quiz. Congratulations to you guys, Ravinder and Theo Thomas. A week from now, we will have the national final of this quiz. But for now, the champions here today at our third semi-final, ICAI Delhi, will march in and join TAPME from Manipal and Osmania Medical College from Hyderabad. A week later, we will be back with you with the national final of this fantastic quiz. Till then, from me, Pick Brain, from all of us here at the Simply Finance Quiz, you are watching a fantastic creation by Tata Mutual Fund. Thank you for tuning in.